What is up, YouTube? Me again. Two things I want to bring up today. First and most important is um, due to the fact that school year is, let's see, we're in May, about a month and a half away from being over for my sister. And her summer vacation is going to be starting, so it's going to make it a little difficult for me to get videos up because I'm not going to have the house to myself as much as I usually do on Mondays. So, if anyone notices a lack of updates over the summer, unlike a usual like weekly or bi-weekly Monday upload, that's the reason why. I just want to get that out of the way now, just so everybody knows. Now, here's the important thing. Recently, I've been thinking, since there still hasn't been any news for X and Y, and we don't know anything about possible remakes of Ruby, Sapphire, or maybe even just Emerald for the 3DS. Which no matter what, if Game Freak and Nintendo decide to make them, they're gonna more than likely be 3DS exclusive. That's just in my opinion, because with them moving with them having X and Y for the 3DS, it just makes the most sense. Now, here's what I was thinking. I had this idea in my head for about, I believe I started thinking about it last week. Sorry. Um, Maybe they could do Pokemon Colloseum, remake that for the 3DS. I know it was a console game for the GameCube, and it wasn't a handheld like Fire Red, Leaf Green was a remake for Red and Blue, Soul Silver and Heart Gold for second generation. But here's the thing: Colosseum was a 3D game. Just from the little footage I've seen from the game, it looked like a really good game for its time. But now graphics have improved since the GameCube, the original Xbox, and the PS2. And in my opinion, yes, they could do it for a console. Actually, now that I think about it, if they do decide to remake Colosseum, remake it for the Wii U and the 3DS. That way, give both Nintendo users who have one system or the other, give everyone a chance to play a game that, according to one of my friends, is extremely underrated. Because the only thing that came after it was XD Gale of Darkness. um, and also, I think it would be another good Pokemon game to have for the 3DS. Make it for the Wii U, possibly. I don't know. And my other thoughts for this are, do the same thing they did for Leaf Green, Fire Red, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. After completing the story, be able to transfer Pokemon from later generations. Like Fire Red and Leaf Green, after you completed the story, you could transfer Pokemon from Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. After you beat Heart Gold and Soul Silver, you could transfer from Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Um, Obviously, we didn't get a remake like a lot of people probably anticipated for the 5th generation with Black and White. Instead, we got Black 2 and White 2 instead of what everybody thought was going to be Gray and possibly a 3rd generation remake. Excuse me. But in the case of a Colosseum remake for the 3DS, after the main story, allow players to transfer Pokemon from uh, White, Black 2, White 2, maybe even X and Y. I don't know, just a thought that, a couple thoughts I've had. Obviously, the graphics would have to be redone. But what I think, just a few touch-ups for the 3DS, just make it so that the depth slider works with the game. And another thought I had, which I'm thinking is more than likely not going to happen if they do decide to remake the game. Honestly, what I find that there we go. What I find Pokemon games lack is a little bit of Oh, I just had it in my head. Hang on a second. Voice acting. I mean, the I know it's been ever since the original Game Boy with red, blue, and yellow, or red and green in Japan. Um, I mean, yeah, I know it's a text, primarily text game, but I don't know. Just they've already Game Freak has already changed so much. They've gone from the 2D graphics from uh, I want to say Diamond and Pearl was the last one they did 2D. They moved on to 3D graphics with black, white, black 2 and white 2. They're going into even more better graphics with X and Y. So why not just give us? Why not add audio tracks at this point? I know I'm kind of going a little. I'm scatterbrained. I just got home from work. Um, Now I've lost my train of thought. But like I said, it's probably not something that they would add to the game. But just seeing a remake for Colloseum would be nice. I personally have not played Colosseum. It's something I've wanted to try, but I have just never have been able to get a GameCube or find Colosseum. I have a Wii, but it barely gets touched or used, so I would barely even play Colosseum for that matter, even if I was able to get it. So, um, yeah, that's it for this. Please, anybody who sees this who is a huge Pokemon fan, please comment, give it a thumbs up, pass it along to anyone, any of your friends or anyone you know who happens to also be a fan of Pokemon. Maybe, if possible, it can get the attention of Game Freak and Nintendo, and if they haven't considered it already, which I'm probably sure they haven't, maybe they can, maybe they would start considering it. So that's gonna be it for this. Not gonna do any gameplay videos today. So that's it, and I'll see you in my next video.